Hi, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. If you have been following me on my YouTube channel, you know that I played episode 1 and 2 on the channel. And this episode 3, came out in the same month that Elden Ring came out. So it was a little bit unfortunate because I knew that the episode was out, but I was so absorbed into Elden Ring that I didn't play it. And this morning, I thought to myself, why don't I play Scarlet Hollow episode 3? I am really curious. I have to repair the relationship with my cousin and try to seduce this amazing YouTuber called Stella. Let's load the game because there should be a recap. I haven't played in almost 1 year. I'm so excited. And yes, we continue. And yes, I want a recap. Yes, please give full recap for all the people that haven't watched my gameplay or played the game. And for me that haven't played it in almost 1 year. Let's go for a recap. The long lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus ride with countless late night stops in city depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought tickets. The funeral of Perlaine, Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with the side of the family. Yeah. But we went to the funeral of our aunt. And this is our lovely cousin, Tabitha. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Okay. Yeah, and then we met Stella. We went with her in the forest because she apparently has a YouTube channel that talks about cryptids. And yeah, I think he's gonna say it right now. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. So she has this amazing pug, as you can see it here. This is Stella, the girl that I'm trying to get with. So apparently you have also, of course, there are relationship meters that you cannot see, that get filled up or diminished according to the choice of dialogues that you choose. And Stella here, we decided to go with her. She's a complete stranger, but we decided to go with her to hunt for cryptids. And while hunting for cryptids with her, we find these deer with these weird, like, tumors on the face, and that was pretty strange. Oh my god, yeah. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Yeah, that's me, that's my character. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against their harness. And these... before the game starts, you can choose some... you call them? Traits, and I chose... I think it's book savvy and powerful build, because I really like working out, so... And because of this, I was able to save him and the dog, because I chose powerful build, I think. You heroically dive forward, tucking Gretchen under one arm and grabbing the flashlight with the other. I said, aim the damn thing, quick! Perfect! This is me turning on the flashlight, and this is... you're gonna see, they're called ditchlings, and apparently, whenever these creatures appear, they are a premonition of bad things happening, so... that are about to happen. And these are some of the characters. This is Stella, beautiful Stella. This is Sibyl is her. I forgot her name because I really don't... Like, she's cool, she has a Sailor Moon shirt, but I forgot her name. See, when you don't play in 1 year. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm in bed. I hate her. I wanna be friend with her because I want to have more background on the Scarlet family, and I think that if I become good friend with her, I can get a little bit of background. But I did all the wrong choices with the dialogues, so she really doesn't like me for now. We'll see if we can... oops, my hair. We can see if we can fix things later on. But listen, you'd better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. Yeah. Shit went down in episode 2, still because I made all the wrong choices. I don't want to hear complaints, just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. I have bad news about that, Tabitha. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset! Thanks, Tabitha. Will do. And it didn't happen. Oh, Avery, it's actually a non-binary character in this game, and I really appreciate it that they tried to put diversity, and they are non-binary. That's very nice. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. So apparently you have actually also dating choice, and they are dating choice. They are very cool. Love their shirts. I would like to have that shirt right now, but no. We pointed Stella from episode 1, and we're gonna keep going with Stella. I decided. Ah, he is also... Oscar is also a dating choice, by the way. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? It's his daughter. I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my text and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. This is the mother of one of the other characters that apparently is very sick and doesn't go out very often. His name is Reese, you know. Like the chocolate bar filled with peanut butter. I want Reese now. The candy, not the not the dude here. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could coming out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh my god, this jump scare here. Stay home, wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Yeah, this guy is called... how is he called? Wayne. Apparently the author is working on episode 4 and 5 already. I wonder how many episodes we're gonna have for Scarlet Hollow, but she's working already on episode 4 and 5. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner. Yeah, this is Rosalina. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence of this and disappears the crest of a hill. Blah blah. And this is the entrance of the... I got an achievement there, okay. And this is the entrance of the old mine. And we're gonna see weird things in this mine, and we're gonna start tripping hard because we're gonna start seeing things in this mine. She didn't. Kanika, here you go, and I remembered your name. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut is a good hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine, that place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. Yeah. Shit goes down. Yeah, we added also the option to call our cousin to say, hey, because our cousin, now that her mother died, she became the director of the mine. So we could have called her to supervise the situation and maybe make them go out safely. But I decided not to call her last time, and that was very bad on me because shit went down because I didn't call her. My dad is a forearm at a continuous mining facility. As he says, they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here wherever we want. Becca, what the fuck do you know? My dad says our house is haunted. Rosalina. Yeah, this is another thing that I was like, I wonder if they're gonna let us explore this thing in this episode. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Are they gonna hear? Oh, I wish we could hear them. It really freaked me out when I heard them in episode 2. Still, if you're gonna watch it, I have episode 1 and 2 on the channel. Wait a second. Where the three of you ran off to? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it really freaked me out. This is actually a visual novel, and I was so freaked out while reading it. It's unbelievable. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. Hey, are you alright, Angela? Because apparently we have some connection with whatever is in the mine. I watched actually the gameplay of Gab Smolders after I finished mine. And she did different choices compared to mine, and apparently, if you bring your cousin here, she has the same kind of visions that you have now in the mine. Apparently, whatever is in the mine is connected to our family, the Scarlet family. And I really look forward to find out what this is about. This is very good horror. It's also a little bit of Twin Peaksy, and I love that TV series. Twin Peaks is one of my favorite TV series. It's so weird and horror and different genres that I cannot even start to explain. So that reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. And we see these. And these are the Tommy knockers trying to warn us, I think, of what's going on. Angela, are you alright? Oh, she's here, so they don't show me my choice. Because my choice, I didn't bring my cousin here. Wait, Beck and Alexis are still down there. You can just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Okay, that's wrong. This is a little bit of a mistake because there was no Tabitha when I did my playthrough because I didn't choose to call Tabitha. So because of that, because Tabitha, working in the mines, she knows the mines very well. So she's able to lead you out very, very fast. And Rosalina doesn't get stuck under a boulder. I think they did a wrong thing, choosing the frame to show you in the recap. But hey, it happens. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. And she's super mad at us because we didn't inform her. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. I really felt very bad because of my choices. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty gas bed. Your head empty of thoughts after your time in the show mine. You barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with the tear-streaked cheeks. I felt so bad about this. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold because her leg got crushed. I'm gonna trust my cousin no matter what. Now I can wake up. Yes, I have the goosebumps because also the music is so good. Very simple, but very, very, very strong. So sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as your eyes flit open. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow, but at what cost? As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shawn mines still stuck to your skin. Yeah, I think we didn't even have a shower with it. We just went straight to bed. Ah! I'm gonna take a shower anyway. Are we gonna see something very horrific? You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. Enough clean? A steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain. You. This thing about someone special is gonna be PG-13 or something like that under the shower, I mean. I would scrub feverishly. That's what I will do. You scrub ferociously, trying as much to scrape at the memories from your skin as though they are part of the physical dirt that costs you. You're down here. Wash away your sins. Woo! That's the name of the achievement. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Okay, I'm gonna go step by step. Let's start from check on the possum. Oh, I see you got a friend. Because there was one possum, that was this one. Now we have two. Cool. There's two of them now. Let's wave at them. You wave down at the possums, they look up at you. Can I pet them? Against your better judgment, you reach out the possum's hand stretched. Oh, they like it? Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. I'm gonna look out the window. In the previous episode, looking out the window gave me a huge scare. I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I'm a big girl and it's still early in the morning when I'm playing this, so let's go. Yeah, you see this? We saw somebody there last time. It was Wayne, most probably. There's no one now. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding the boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can tell but anticipate something staring back at you. Indeed. Well, doesn't seem to be anything, so... It's the same view. Turn back. Okay. I'm gonna check the closet. The doll is still there, perfect. Because I really hate porcelain dolls. I'm not scared of them, but they really bother me, let's say. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? No, looks like the same as the last time I saw it. Okay. I'm gonna text Stella. As I told you, Stella is my bae. I wanna try to get with her. So let's try. You pull out your phone and text Stella. In grungy basement. Which, okay, I have a friend and we send memes to each other. But this, no. That's how I am. I will ask her first how is she holding up. It will probably be a bit before you get a response. Okay, messenger group chat with Stella and Kanika. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Morning, how are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Not gonna text Kanika because I didn't get with her, so I'm gonna just go downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to appear. It's time to start your day. Oh, this must be the lady that takes care of the house, because they said that there was somebody that came once a week from down, because the Scarlet estate is very far ahead on a hill. So this must be the lady that probably just takes care of the house. I see that the flowers they sent are still somewhere. She really doesn't care. Oh my god, I wonder what's her past, that she had problems in the past and stuff like that. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pinto banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Fufu glares at you from her usual spot on the counter, as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Yeah. See? I'm a book smart. I thought about it immediately. Tabitha did mention that she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. It's a Wednesday already? Wow. Her face, I don't know if you can see it, but whoa. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Hi, you must be Janie? I'm gonna introduce myself first to her and then I'm gonna talk to Tabitha. Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming today. That's right, I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. What cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least? I could have this place looking brand new, you know? Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Oh, makes sense. Okie dokie, it's so nice to finally meet you, Angela. I mean, I guess I did meet you Monday when you popped into the diner. Was she there? Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting the face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks, I guess? All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha what with everything that's... Janie! Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. I'm gonna ask her about Rosalina. Any updates about Rosalina? Oh god. Oh. You're lucky that wasn't you. What were you thinking going down there without me? You're right, Tabitha. I'm so sorry. Ooh, she's approaching me. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream and then discards the empty container, turning to you with the trademark scowl. Let's get going. I got an errand to run in town, and every time I left you here alone, something terrible wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Can I try to meet her outside? Let's see if I can talk with Janie. I'll meet you outside. Sure, I'll meet you outside. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you'd probably just disappear into the wilderness, only to return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything, I'll know. Oh, she's a nice... she has more or less my physique, more or less. Wait. Well. Well, I lost some weight. I used to have that physique, though. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently thumping for a foot. Oh, Angela, before you I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. I think this woman is fake as fuck. But hey, we'll see. We'll see how it develops. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Thanks, last night was a lot. Let's try. Thanks. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. That's why she was so nice. He's gentleman and always willing to lend a ear. He's actually been going a little stir crazy ever since we moved here. What with nobody really attending sermons? It probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Maybe. I am always like, in this case, we don't know each other, so I'm like, maybe we'll see. Okay, take your time, of course. You are here all week, after all. Just know that you can stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Yeah. Let's see if she knows somebody. Let's see if she knows Wayne. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? I'm going to stop the two of you right there. Angela, I'm busy and not in the mood to stand around waiting while you play Nancy Drew with my cleaning lady right in front of me. Yes, nosy Nancy. We are leaving. Bye, Janie. Alright then, be safe out there, you two. God bless you. Tabitha practically drags you from the estate, one hand clasped firmly around your arm. It would be easy to break your powerful arms from her grasp, but doing so might serve to further irritate it. Yeah, I'm very sorry. Nobody drags Angela. Please. Break free. Tabitha needs to know who's boss. No, I want to try to appease her. Let Tabitha continue dragging you. You may be physically stronger than her, but you know where you fall in the pecking order. Yeah, indeed. You let Tabitha continue dragging you all the way into her car and from there into town. You may be physically stronger than her, but you know where you fall in the pecking order. Indeed. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin's unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Yeah, she's so mad at me. Wow, I really... these slides of the characters into place, like, really like... Whoa, bro! Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes, so I guess we're gonna see Kanika. I'm gonna ask her, Chris, what are we doing in the general store? Picking up tea from Sibyl. You drink tea? Oh, I wish I had a nice cup of tea right now. Nod sagely, roll your eyes. Oh, which kind of tea? Let's try to bond. I don't know. The kind Sibyl makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all it is called. Wow, savage. Quit interrogating me about the blends. Jeez. Yeah. After everything that happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turns as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Coddling? Yes, I read it correctly. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Fuck you all. Kanika storms off the door, slowly drifting shut behind her. Wow, girl. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I go for this one, because true strength is really admitting when there's something wrong. Did it lately, and it helps when admitting that you have a problem. True strength is not being afraid to show when you're struggling. Just because we're spending time together doesn't mean I'm interested in getting life advice from you. Wow, gee, thanks. We're burning daylight, come on already. It's morning, girl. We're back inside. Sorry for covering you, Davida. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. No, apparently I'm traumatized, and a child lost her foot, and it's my fault. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Wow. Sibyl doesn't really like Tabitha. Angela, if you'd like to keep Mike's company, Tabitha and I will just be out in a minute. Can't I go with you? I like the tea room. I always like visitors in the tea room, but I'm afraid I'm too busy to entertain for long, so we won't be lingering. Might as well just wait out here. No need to cram in there like sardines. Thanks, Sibyl. Sibyl motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling bells. I'm gonna try to listen in. You walk up to the door to the tea room to listen in. Subtle. The Miles doesn't give a shit. I longer than you'd hoped, but Sibyl pauses, and a moment later you hear footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. If she and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices are too soft for you to hear. It isn't long before the tickling of bells interrupts your attempted listening session to announce another patron. Or in this case, another two patrons. The music of Duke, I really like it. I really like the music of Duke. Well, you never seen the man beside Duke. The man beside Duke before, but whoever he is big. If it ain't Angela, Bo, this is me, Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella that night in the woods. I cannot make southern accent or whatever accent for old American man. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. In the sense you're the son or a handyman in the farm, whatever he has. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. No, bro. No. Too much shit went down. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers about what happened up at the mines last night. So sorry to hear about poor little Rosalina. Same, man, same. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem. Since I arrived, shit went down when I arrived. This sucks. I am the ditchling. I bring the bad shit. Let's ask Duke how is he doing. I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing. Oh yeah, his chicken also had this freaking tumor, and we had to like let it to the ditchlings, or we would have not came out of the forest alive. There's nothing I can do for her now, except to protect the rest of my brood. Them things won't so much as step foot on my property. Now, with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns, wow! We even set the missus up with her pistol. The missus? Good thing we was watching nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty, as if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. What are they talking about? It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama's has a tin change enough for a Big Betty-sized pie daddy. So yeah, it's the son. Let's see if we saw the ditchlings. Yeah, we saw a few of those things. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Oh, good to know. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep, making sure we can keep an eye on the things. It's even rubbing off on the hands. Yeah, they must be scared. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. No eggs, eh? So, not good for the economy, I guess. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. Let's get a dog. Thing seems like just the kind of job for a guard dog. Now, don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed. And as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning after it. It's always this thing with dads and taking care of dogs, if the children get the dogs. I heard this song already. Besides, I don't have much faith those things would be stopping by a dog. I saw more than a few in that nest. Yeah, we saw the nest of the creatures. Who's Julius? Julius Tremaine? I guess that's how you read it. He practically spits the name. Spits it? Son cousin, however, many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. I see. Thinks he owns half of our land, always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we are the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. I see. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life. Let's tell them this. Okay. Ditchlings? Sounds like some old folk tale. Apparently it is, Bo. Suppose that suits them. As far being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they are forewarning for some kind of disaster, besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Angela. Of course. I don't care about the big party, so I'm gonna just... It was nice seeing you, Duke. It was a pleasure running into you, Angela. But we'd best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm, would with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. Yeah, I can understand. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. I don't think so. It's an horror visual novel. Not gonna happen. It was nice meeting you, Angela. And please tell me, Scarlet, I'm sorry about her mama. They shuffle off into the aisle. Tabitha and Sibyl are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Is it my girl? Oh my god, I overslept. Yeah, it's my girl. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after and figure out plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. Before dinner at Reese's house. I would like to actually be good with Tabitha, but let's go to Stella. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Knock the door, I don't yell. You politely knock on the door's house. There's no answer. You knock again, louder this time. Your renewed effort is immediately met by a sound of an excited Gretchen. Ah, doggo! Ah! An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from the doorway. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in. A lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Ah, the kitchen is so cute! Ah! Stella talks from the other room and she changes. I wish she didn't change. She could have stayed in her pajama, would have not mind. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs and biscuits. Maybe just a classic scramble. I also had toasted waffles. If that's more your speed. This. I am still hitting on her. All of those options sound incredible. It's like you know the way to my heart. What can I say? Great minds think alike. Girl. I'm a pancake girl. Excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. Oh, do you have a Ghostbuster suit? Oh, girl. I'm so glad I'm playing this game again. Alright, let's get started. Oh, yeah. Immediately, not gonna even think about it twice. That's a cute jumpsuit, girl. Ah, thanks. I kinda picked it out just for you. Oh, Stella, please. This used to be my lucky get-up from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though, I guess you might call it unlucky since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. No, girl, please! I don't want anybody else to lose their food, get injured, die, please! No, enough! The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. We don't... I don't want to jinx us. Thank you, Stella. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Same! My cousin didn't make me have breakfast. Let's get started. I know how to make pancakes. Let's get started. Jesus, Stella! Oh my god! This game makes me thirsty. Pancakes are pretty easy though. The real challenge is not burning them. I'm good at making pancakes. I became very good through the years. And not undercooking them. Very true. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. I didn't know even that could happen. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. Jesus Christ, you're so pretty. Can I, like, hug you or something? With your permission, of course. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix the wet stuff. What am I thinking about? My brain! Stella gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl and a whisk. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. Actually, you know what? Give me an egg too. Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like over easy. Yeah. Sunny side up, the freaking best. Sorry, I'm like this because I like it. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Yeah, thanks to Tabitha. Anything interesting happening while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? Well, she had all the rights, but yeah. And have you heard anything from Oscar? I'm gonna start with the exploring options and then I'm gonna move on. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I gave her to sleep. I'm glad you're here. Oh, me too! It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monster of the day. Well, these things can bring you closer, you know? I ran into Duke. Oh, yeah? How are they doing? Have they run into more ditchlings? Yeah, a few. Sounds like they've been fending them off so far. Things are getting worse, aren't they? I'm gonna tell her about Rosalina. I haven't talked to Oscar yet, but apparently they had to amputate Rosalina's foot. The color drains from Stella's face. The same as for me. Oh no. Stella stands in silence for a moment before perking up. Girl, oh my god. I baked some cookies last night after we got home. I was a little restless, I can imagine. I'll bring them over today. I'm not sure what else I can ever do. Though cleansing his house of his spiritual resident will probably be helpful too. Hope you haven't forgotten about our ghost hunting plans this evening. Girl, I put on the pledge shirt just for you. Are you still so positive for everything that's happened? Different people cope in different ways, I can imagine. I know there's nothing I can do about the situation, so I just try not to think about it. That's a very good way to think. Like, I understand that. If I did, I might sink into a pit of despair, and then I'd just be useless. But if I just tuck it all away, I can be there for people who need me. Stella, my god. Can't wait to really get to the action with you. Like the way you've been there for the folks this week. I'm for this, like it's okay to be strong, but you need to go through things as well. Like you cannot bottle up. I'm not for bottling up. Bottling up is bad. Don't keep the things you're scared of locked away in the attic of your mind. It can easily end worse than if you just dealt with them right. It's like Mr. Rochester. Those things may one day break free and burn your whole house down. Stella pauses for a moment, contemplating what you just said. Sorry girl, didn't want to make you mad. I feel like you're making a reference to something I haven't read. Me neither. I didn't read Jane Eyre, but sure. But I totally get what you're saying. I should keep them in a metaphorical shed out back instead. That way they can't burn down the... Girl! That's not what I meant, but sure. Which I guess in my body is this metaphorical scenario. Maybe I should build an actual tiny house and write down all my bad feelings on a little slips of paper and stuff them in there, never to see the light of day. Journaling is also a good way to cope with things. That sounds like pretty good therapy, honestly. But in the meantime, I can just choose to pour myself into distracting activities with the people I care about. Like making breakfast, gotta make sure we are fueled up for our ghost hunt tonight. Hope you didn't forget about our evening plans. I'm extremely pumped. Excellent, me too. If there's a ghost, I hope he tries to communicate with us instead of scares us. Yeah, no girl, it's gonna be it's a horror graphic novel. Shit is gonna go down and we're gonna get scared. It's like to be dead, and if there are more ghosts out there. And hey, if this is anything like any other ghost hunt I've ever been on, it'll be much appreciated. Breeder? Breeder? Girl, you have a very weird conception of breeders. Unless you count on Tommy knockers as ghosts. No thank you, I don't wanna hear Tommy knockers ever again. Or Wayne. Eggs are done, time for pancakes. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into the flour and whiskers quickly to combine the ingredients. And now we pray for the pumpkin gods for a perfect stack. Is she blushing? Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. She's blushing. Ah! Let's start with Tabitha. I wanna ask this. What exactly is your history with my cousin? Okay, I guess I can spill the beans. Yes, please, I wanna know. Three episodes and I still need to know what's happened between you and my cousin. I suppose you could say we kind of dated. I freaking knew it, they dated! Tabitha gave me all the vibes as Stella did. Fuck yeah! I knew they had history! It was never really official and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Yeah, because they were dating like in middle school or something. But that she's not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, think that's a lot closer to you. Babe! Are you hitting on me, girl? No, I'm happy about it. I'm trying to hit on her too. That's how it says when somebody is gay. In America, you say you play for left field. So you play for left field then? Maybe more like center? I don't think she has feelings for her, but let's ask anyway. In case I haven't made it blindly obvious, I'm interested in someone else. I wonder. I hope it's me. Why did you split? I wish I knew. It just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out more. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Rhys was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. Oh, it was, well, it's ancient history, it can't change the past. Time for the first flip. I need your moral support for this. Stella's face screws in concentration, and she's readies herself to there's a typo here. To flip the pancakes. Nailed it, the perfect flip. We are a great team. Let's ask about the parents. Stella tenses. Oh, sorry, girl. Car crash. They were taking me to college. I understand. So I was right, because she doesn't like going into cars, so it must have been that. I didn't wind up to college. I wind up going to college. Not much more to be said. Did you try to go back to school after that? Oh, Stella stares down at the breakfast food sizzling with the pan. No, didn't have to. I inherited this house, so I didn't need to worry about where to live. And why leave town? I know everyone here. I don't know anything about anybody out there. Except you now. That's why you've been nervous around cars. Yep. Can we talk about something else? Oh, of course. Of course. So we're gonna actually meet Rhys tonight. Heck yeah we are. If the totally tries to turn us away anyway, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us and friendship. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him though. I really don't like his mom. She definitely is a little controlling, but I think she means well. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? No, I don't think he's contagious. Leave it at that. Do you think you're always... Who was Avery? Oh yeah, the guy of the diner. The them, the non-binary character. Do you ever hang out with Avery? Oh, that's a good question, I guess. I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Rhys and Kanika and Tabe. And you don't seem like a stranger. What with who you related to? Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close to the heels of that stuff with the accident. So I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with them outside for that. I should text them sometimes. You and Kanika seem close. Yeah, it's nicer that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days. Though again, better circumstances would be nice. Liz, it's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself living for the right reasons. Or for the right person. Girl, it's the plaid t-shirt, right? How is the food coming up? Funny you should ask. Looks like we are done here. Okay, I'm not covering her that much. And what's the breakfast is served? And look, it didn't burn any of them. Good job. The pancakes gods wanted to make sure I could impress my guests with my incredible breakfast skills. Lots of bills. Bon appetit. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple of nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I need a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start digging, you're interrupted by phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Major Jimmy Day. Don't even know what that is. If they're even still doing it after last night. I wonder how far the news has spread. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalina is doing. Gretchen backs in the mention of Major Jimmy. Why? Yeah, what is it about? You'll see. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Southern Hospitality, achievement unlocked, okay. Yes, Stella, make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. Small crowds has already formed in a corner for a main foyer. Now we are just waiting on Kanika. Hey girl, what's up? Ooh, like the moth. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Angela to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. Who's that? It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? It's a dog. It's a freaking dog. It's a very cute dog. But it's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from this little stash on the fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. I haven't met the serious bun by his side, but you have to assume that that's his mayor's handler. This dude. He holds out the paw, as if to shake your hand. I'm gonna shake his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats, and ear scratching aloud. Oh, no problem with that. I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has had a dog as mayor since the early 1900s, and who the freak handles the town? That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. All of my friends and Winnie's biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get a Major Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. I see, I understand. Stella works off struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kanika is quick to follow them, but thank you for making me pet a dog. Looks like everyone else is really talking to Oscar in the next room. Alfred, what are you doing in the game? So a new character, a new challenger approaches. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. Ah, it's the pastor. I take you're Angela. Everyone's been buzzing about you. God, you feel very creepy. Even if he looks like Alfred. Alfred doesn't look creepy. Alfred is a sweetheart. He is a golden retriever. This is creepy. I'm so sorry about your aunt, and I'm sure she's in better place. Also, the music sounds creepy. I'm gonna go with Jenny mentioned you this morning. Very, very flat. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. Let's see if he knows anything about ghosts. Ghosts I've never encountered on myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perlaine or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? I do have the best ghost story for all, the story of the Holy Ghost. No, thank you. Don't need that. Don't really need that. Thank you very much. I don't want to talk about any of this. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course. And if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Like, thanks, but no thanks. Even after everything that happened last night? Not to doubt your resolve, but I know I will need to do some serious praying to work through the emotions from something like that. No. I need a therapist, not prayer. Heck, I had to pray over it anyway, and I wasn't even there to witness it. Well, if you ever feel like you're struggling and could use a good listener, you know where to find me. No. The music is so freaking creepy, man. No. It was lovely to meet you, and you have a blessed day, Angela. Yeah, God bless you too, man. The pastor leaves, UB and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. This is illegal! I want Stella. Like, Stella, I like her more, but Jesus Christ, this... Do you know Roll Coley? I think he was in The Haunting of Bly Manor and Midnight Mass. This guy gives me Roll Coley vibes, but in The Haunting of Bly Manor, where he had a mustache. I heard from Angela what happened, Oscar. I'm so sorry. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this was been for her. She seems in high spirit right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the wolf foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. Yeah, this is what I would have said. No, you don't have to beat yourself up over this. She's actually been talking about you all morning. Oh, that's so sweet. She's really happy that you were able to help her and all the little friends. She keeps saying how much she wants to bake you a cake. Oh, of course. We need a real kitchen for that, not just a hot plate. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said that that's been some big bus accident on the highway, and they need the beds, but I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and the Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. Oh. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We are here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get the ghost. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bust, or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't mean out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it that at all. I'm so curious to see if really we're gonna see Ghost. Figured I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times, and I can't handle any more surprise right now. I got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We'll fix it. Heck yeah, we will. Yeah, whatever this is, we'll get to the bottom of it tonight. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back. I suppose I'll see you all then. And he is sliding away. Oscar is up. Car keys juggling on jogs out of the door. Let's head up to Reese. Maybe we can get him to come to the ghost hunting with us. I doubt it, but let's try anyway. Oh no, you're not gonna try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Geez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear? Anyways, shall we? Time to go. Ooh. Let's start with Pastor Daniel, the creepy dude. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. Wow. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. No, he doesn't convince me. I don't think he's a good man. Yeah, not a lot of people go to church around here. Not like folks in this town around the Christians. But he's so creepy. He is! I get the same vibe! No one wants to sit in the pews in the rundown old church and listen to that guy. Plus, the guy was grinning through the entirety of my dad's funeral. What a go. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing matter-is kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me that to get away from him. Yeah, it's survival instincts. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I'm gonna ask. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha to the ghost hunting? Please don't. Oh my god, yes, you can imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows. Still, come on, I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She's nice. She's even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Should we invite her? Because I really want to fix things with my cousin. Let's try. I'm inviting her. Kanika sides. You shoot your cousin a test and invite her to the... Yes! Let's go, Tabitha! Alright, you invited her. Let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be busy too at the mines to even show. Ah, don't say that, Nix. If we're lucky, we'll have a rare opportunity to forge a deep and lasting bond of friendship between the two of you. What about inviting Avery? Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping out of our own shadow. Cool, I'll text them on the way of Riz. Oh wow! And now we can head to Riz. Alright, shall we head out? Yes, let's go. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Riz. Oh, I really like this shot. I think we had it also in the previous chapter. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grasps you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surrounded the Scarlet Hollow. Okay. Let's hope that this time we're gonna be let in. We are a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, what if she yells at us? Is this Reese? My god, Reese. Your skin and bones. Yeah, look at the face. It's too late, the door swings open. Hey. Reese. Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Angela, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Angela updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip if she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. Oh my god, what an annoying woman. It's okay, Stella, we can let her chill in my van for a bit. I run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerkies stashed away. Thank you, Kanika, you're a sweetheart. But we go every day together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tucks Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Angela? Are you coming in? I'm gonna be direct. I really don't want this woman to like me, so I'm gonna just ask why Gretchen doesn't like Reese. No clue. She's always made a fuss around me. Reese, don't do well with dogs. Now, come on in. Let's get this over with. Wow. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. What a eerie sound. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy, to the point where you are nervous to touch anything. If it weren't the aroma of a store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, I guess this, you'd be all convinced that you're wandering into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down on the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese Newhart. Well, still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjugating your friends to your disaster of a room, aren't you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine, as long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. I won't even know we are here. You won't even know we are here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh, he has a room in the basement? Oh, bro! Are you a horror fan? Because your pieces of art gave me big Junji Ito vibes here. God damn it, man. I'm unsettled by the drawings. The artist is very, very good. The artist that made the freaking game. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all this time confined in his studios. The discarded canvases line its edges, while trash sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Yeah, I can see that. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out in their creator. Your mom is so scary. Well, this room is scary as well, I might say. So, she can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. I haven't been cleaning much. I wanna ask about the art first, because it's the first thing that like caught my eyes like a big time. Real Goya Black Period vibes with a healthy dose of Bekinski. Beksinski. Let's go with Booksmart. Thank you, I think. Yeah, that's a good thing. Dan, thank you. I really appreciate it, to be honest. I don't know much about art history. It's not exactly a popular subject in tiny K-12 rural schools, so my art education was lacking. I'm working in the dark as far as influence. And you're doing great, man. You know, you could gain a real following if you ever posted this online, just saying. Nah, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late night live streams. That's all the social media can handle. Do you use streams during the night? You should sleep though. Sleep. I don't know how you do it, Stella, having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some versions of you lives in their heads. Knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. A lot of content creators, I think they can relate to this. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during school hours, when am I gonna be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. Thanks, G. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone had literally given my life value. Well, like, you know about Van Gogh? Apparently, nobody gave a shit about his paintings, then he died. Ooh, they're cool, let's publish them. And he died poor. Did you know that? I'm sure a lot of you knew that. Do you need us to break out of here? I don't know, the dog's pretty resourceful. Besides, I'm stuck inside for my own good. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company's plenty. It's nice to have living people down here for a change. You know, we'd visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday, she didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Bro, I think she is. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them, and she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers I have full control over what I eat, so yeah, not controlling at all, huh? Okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up, so she has to regulate my food. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel worried. What the freak do you have? I come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Oh shit, Stella, wow. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's going on with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. Jeez, man. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. Would wonder what he has. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whether time I have left is going to be miserable. Shit. So I've been done my morning, my best years are behind me, my future is unknowable, but one day I'm going up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Wow, Reese. Dang, Reese, I may be a goth, but there's some real nihilistic shit, indeed. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Don't really feel like hanging out with this dude a lot, to be honest. Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my heart. I'm doing fine, really. According to what you draw, I don't think you're okay, man. What's your diagnosis? I don't mind, though the answer isn't very illuminating. It's not one particular thing, but a whole mess of nested little things that add up to one big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad, some of it is just weird, like this. Ah, bro! This is weird, bro! Jeez, man! Hyperelasticity, kinda cool, right? No. You're not Mr. Fantastic. Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine, like I said. It gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. This. Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-chi, Death Blood? Yeah, she is blood, she eats death. I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. I think I haven't watched this Japanese horror, but I really like Japanese horror because it's really scary. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. Ah, really? We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. I really like found footage horror, actually. It's one of my favorite kind. Not a fan of Paranormal Activity. The first one was fine, but then the ones that came after aren't that great. But yeah, I really like found footage horror, so interested. Dang, I would usually be down for that, but we got to hear over to Oscars after this. We promised with Ghostbusters Place, he's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I can take a rain check on the movie. I can take a rain check on the movie though. Yeah, we definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night, same goes for Angela. How do you know? Do you know my agenda? Do you know my plans? Are you stalking me? I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. Let's talk about the ditchlings. Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you text me that you looked like something's out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. They look scary, man. He pulls out the sketchbook from a parcel room. Anyway, even if the drawings are scary, he's talented, though. I mean, you can see here. Okay, that's actually what that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Reese, you're so morbid, man. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Let's see if he knows Wayne. Who? Yeah, he doesn't. You know, the guys who's been following Angela around being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher clip. Yeah. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. What do you think about my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually real funny and sweet. Yeah, Stella, I can imagine. I'll pass, thanks. Yeah, let's ask this. I think everything is probably doomed at this point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella and the dog didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. Let's see if he wants to come to ghost hunting. Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. Jeez! Make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Yeah, don't wanna pose for these, thank you. Dinner's gonna be ready. Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's for catching up. Make sure you wash your hands with soap. You know, lady, we come out of a pandemic, so yeah, I wash my hands every time that I get into a place. I don't want anyone sharing their germs on the dinner table. Thanks. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. I don't want to have problems. You wait towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door on the end of the hallway. Feels out of place, like you have accidentally wandered into a hospital waiting room, but more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of a dusty tunnel you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive... Sorry, I do like this because I'm scared. I'm just behind you. Yeah, I feel it. I felt it when I got into the house. Feels the air. And you feel strange. You're compelled to approach the door. Drawn in. As if hypnotized. Oh god, this is creepy as fuck! I don't have any choice! Oh! This is creepy. Well done, Abby Howard! For you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Whatever... Listen here. Whatever is behind that door, it must be connected to whatever is down the old show mine. Because when we went down there, we were drawn to this, by this force inside the, deeper in the mine, and then we found this weird door with the symbols on it. Whatever is there, it's behind that door, because we are drawn to it. Oh my god, the plot thickens. I really want to know more. Well? There's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind that door. Oh no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. God damn it, that was creepy as fuck. This dinner is kinda... Oh my god, this... I really love the drawing and the shading. It's very nice. It's very cool that she's dark compared to all the others because she is sitting like in front of the window but giving the back to it. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food, still as nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes are all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite of you as the far end of the table, her features silhouettes against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Yeah, and this is such a cool shot. It's a position of authority where Rai gives her an advantage point over everyone else. No one at this table does everything without her noticing. It almost feels like, despite the presence of your friends, this is strictly as a conversation between you and the doctor. She is the town doctor. This dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese, and Reese just takes them. Is she poisoning her child? Is she doing some sort of weird experiment here on Reese? I'm having like very bad vibes. Or maybe she's doing experiments to see what the child has. It's a young man. It must be in his 20s like the others. Huh, I wonder. He obediently swallows them without water. Damn, man. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I worked too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Girl, it's very easy to make pasta sauce. Like, Stella has the face of... This face is so memeable. Oh my god. Well, you have excellent tasting brands, and if you ever want tips on easy homemade cooked pasta sauce, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Damn, girl. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Factitious disorder? Let's ask about this. Of course I have. I went to medical school. What's factitious disorder? Silence falls over the dinner table. It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose, or does it to someone else. Oh damn, girl! Did we just drop a bomb on the table and told Reese your mom is making you sick on purpose? Oh, great dinner roast, Dr. K. Go Stella, you're saving the evening. I didn't make them, I put them in the oven. The silence returns, seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. About Reese, I understand that he is sick, but why is she stopping him to see the friends? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know what he needs better than anyone. No. I'm no doctor, but I know that you cannot treat your relatives because you are not objective. You have bias if you treat your relatives. So what you're doing is completely unethical. And I don't appreciate some stranger who met him less than half an hour ago trying to tell me how to take care of him. You know, Doc, I feel fine. I mean, as fine as usual, so not perfect or anything. But I don't think seeing my friends has had the kind of effect you thought it would. It's been really nice, actually. Hear that? Reese can hang out with friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can even come ghost hunting with us. Ow, jeez, Kanika, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say the next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we are totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They are not arbitrary, these rules are in place for a good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. But of course, seeing people is exhausting. You've been knocked out all evening regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and more you feel like you are trading on eggshells. Let's see if she can reply to this. I'm not poisoning my son, so you can stop with the thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic disease that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can be pleasant for him to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. The tension at a dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometimes this week while Angela is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure you'll be okay. You are always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. Fair point. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I agree. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. And again, this is a sound that is extremely eerie. Jesus Christ. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try to fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? He abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it! I knew this would be too much! Everyone, get out of my house, please. Just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him that this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. But he knows it too. And he knows it too. But all any of you will do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Let's start with this. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. Girl, something's. We'll be back, Chris. I hope you feel better soon. Oof. Totally shuts the door in your face. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese. That was horrible. This very eerie music, it really scares the fuck out of me. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? The fact that it's getting even darker, it's making me freak out. It's not a good weather today here in the Netherlands, and the fact that there's no sun. Ah! If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid, and for so long? No, there's no way. You are all barking at the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely real, but I don't think we can rule it out. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced out. It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. Yeah, exactly, it was like that. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of that ladder, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seemed like a step up from we've been dealing with. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it gives you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not breaking into Dr. Scully's clinic based on a bad vibe Angela got. Yeah, it's very wrong. Absolutely, I agree. That's probably the understatement of the week. This whole thing is fishy. I'm starting to feel my fear of Dr. Kelly is a little bit more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. He got sick because he was getting worked up, I think, not because of the food. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is settling and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Okay. Stellar is off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Okay. We are back. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella is right, maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past days. I don't really think so. If there is something in there, maybe you can beat it up. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you have read over the years. So often the ghosts in stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghost metaphors too? There are ditchlings here. Something wicked this way comes, as Shakespeare say. Enter the library. Oh, the cat. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the settling sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in the place with them as they left. God damn it, the fact that the characters slide into the scene so freaking fast scares the crap out of me. Hey Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can yell in a library, it's against the rules. Yes, but there's no one there. It's after hours, rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Oscar, you can't just come back with this tank top, you know? It's too much for me to bear, okay? It's too much. I can't. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated on the back room. Alexis is gonna keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on a stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. What a strong kid. Alexis has been by her side non-stop. She has been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into a real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader. Wait, have you ever played Phasmophobia? Temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights. Is this pharmophobia? Parabolic microphone, sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. I'm back. We are playing Phasmophobia now. Oh, and the Ouija board, of course. I know they are toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, here's a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bag out bag or something? Of course I do. Actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in, light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. It's spooky time! I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying, and after last night I'm more than ready to try again. Oh yeah, because we called Avery, of course. Hey, hope I'm not late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing, always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'll be someone else with a level head in the tonight. Wow, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, paraponic microphone. You really covered all your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, you all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while you were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. Let's go with this. After all my fruitless ghost hunts, I'd basically convinced myself that ghosts weren't real, but last night we saw some really convincing evidence, especially those figures you mentioned. Though I'm still 50-50 on whenever they were cryptids or ghosts. Hopefully whatever happens tonight will help clear that up. Can't wait to wander through Oscar's house for a few uneventful hours before getting Rosalina tucked into bed. I could use a nice quiet night after everything we went through, indeed. That'd be too bad. I was hoping to see a ghost. Maybe it'll be a happy medium between no ghosts and deadly spirits of vengeance. A Casper situation might be nice. Oh, I wish. Casper, the friendly ghost. I envy your pessimism here, but I suppose I won't be long until we got down to the bottom of things. Is this one of Rosalina's friends? Yo, don't rush off ghostbusting without Zane! No way was I gonna forget you, promised Stella. Zane, glad you could make it! I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts! I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead, and that's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here. Well, if you're all reaching to get started, it's through a back. Follow me. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bag-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. You need to drink some more water. Oh, he lives behind it. Okay. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! Oh, Rosalina. I'm so sorry about your foot, girl. You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. No, Rosalina, you don't have a foot. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane, what's up? Yo, Rosalina. You know what? It's none of my business. This child got hurt, I feel, because of me. So I'm gonna let Oscar handle this. You said it's best to let Oscar, it's the father, he's gonna decide. I don't want to take part into this. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than the hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. Yeah. I gotta learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. Oh, that's nice. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. True. Okay, you can come along, but if you get tired or if it starts to hurt, you let me know right away. Thanks, Dad. Okay, okay. Now let's get our house back. Mm. Oh, the cat. Ah, yes, the cat that is in the library, actually. Oh god, it's like phasmophobia! Shit on a stick, man. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line on the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. No one on my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up the camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. They have a cross here, okay. It's just down the hall. Oscar and Kanika startle on the door swings open. Tabitha baby! The gang's all here! The achievement is amazing! Hold it, you're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. Tabby! I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Angela. After I explicitly asked you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. After last time, I prefer to have you tag along. Rosalina lost a foot because I didn't call you, so... Great, she made it. Wow, Angela, you really brought the whole gang together today. I had every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know, we all know. Angela, what made you think inviting her was a good idea, Kanika? Shut the hell up. She just wants to make sure I don't get hurt. Yeah, I'm looking out for my cousin. If you all are going to drag Angela into dangerous situations every night, you all have to deal with having a chaperone, got it? Okay, sure, the mine was definitely dangerous, but a haunted house, come on. This is one of the least dangerous things someone can do. It's basically a slumber party. We'll see about that, we'll see. I don't know, Kanika. I don't see much caution out in the woods, and you know Angela and I both wound up in pretty airy situation Monday night through. I don't think we can rule out the possibility of grave danger. Exactly, I'm not underestimating how much danger Angela can find herself in, and while walking through a perfectly normal house. Sounds like we are in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Oh, wait, is it just me or it suddenly feels colder? It sure does, I definitely feel that. Are you checking the temperature? Same, I got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and doorways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Wow, a genuinely cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Let's start with the first one. Yeah, because if the ghost manifested in Rosalina's room, for sure she saw it. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost manifested in your room, shouldn't have you seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we stopped shopping in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it, I'm mad at it. You are so brave, I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Yeah, why is he sure that it's really a ghost? It's possible that it doesn't like crowds, it's only ever shown itself while I was alone. You're welcome then, it wasn't just by showing up. I can't believe you were so weak that you were driven out for your house by a ghost that's too afraid to show itself. Dad, you said it usually comes out at night, right? I guess that means it still has the time to show up? I thought you weren't convinced any of this was real, Rosalina. If my dad believes in it, I'm gonna keep an open mind. God, what if it is just stored in my head? I'm not sure it'd be more of a relief or an embarrassment. I don't know. This cold spot is pretty solid evidence, though. I won't be satisfied until we see a full-bodied apparition. Hey Oscar, if we end up seeing this thing, how spooky it is going to look? Scale to 1 to 10. It's a 10. Definitely a 10. That's what I like to hear. Maybe we should all wander off on our own. Could raise our chances of seeing him. No, absolutely not. I think we all know what that will go. See, Kanika knows. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. If we discover a ghost here, I want us to discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Oh, looks like a huge blood stain. That feeling again, like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. Through whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeesh, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature of the living room. Nothing on the EFM either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count. And it just keeps coming back. Shit. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach activating ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If you all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Ripping off the carpet. In a house owned by the government, nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of the carpet every day than have the government take me to the court for destroying their property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could have been a leaky pipe under the floor? Tabitha, very rational. I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage, absolutely likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Plus, there might be something written under there in blood. Oh, she is tearing off the carpet. Well, you paid the damage, girl. Stella excitedly starts stacking at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. There's a freaking trapdoor! Gosh darn it! What if there is that ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? I don't wanna even think about it. Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Nope, nope, nope! We are going down there, right? Of course we are! That is even better than finding a message! But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings though. No one of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. You'll know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water is dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina is a red as dirt. It's simple as that. Makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't discard the option, but I want ghosts. It's not mud, it's blood, human blood. I tasted it. Well, you tasted it wrong. They're both very rational. It can be blood, right? Kanika's right, you've got muddy floor, and that's why it's cold in here too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. Again. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We are not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella, this is my room and I need to know what's down there. Gosh darn it. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it because it's unsafe? Uh-huh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Oh my god! Fuck! What the freak happened here? You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is and your friends are nowhere in sight. So wait. She opened the crawl space. And I fainted? Or like I'm having a vision? The building feels colder and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic. As true you're in a coffin. Each breath depleting with little oxygen is left. Tabitha, god fucking damn it! This character is leaping into the scene! And she's having the same, because she has my same blood. There must be some connection with the Scarlet family and whatever is in the mine. Whatever there is in this town is connected with our family, and she knows that, I think. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Is Fanny some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like that, like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must be misremembering things. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm getting scared. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in the basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of the door. The two of you cross the hallway on the other door. Oh. 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 What the fuck is going on here? Oh, something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts the breeze. What the fuck is this? This. Tabitha, please tell me I'm not the only one seeing the shadowy figures. You're not. What the hell is that thing? I'm so goddamn scared. Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? What's behind the thorns? I don't see any creature. There are the thorns here. Ah, the ditchling is here. There is a ditchling here. I noticed it just now. Do you see the creatures behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omens Stella and I found in the woods. You. How do you call the cops? This is not our reality. Did we die? Don't be so dramatic. I think I know if we were dead. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear the music? Oh god! Movement steers as a figure cloaked in shadows raises it to attention. Thank you. Thank you for the nightmare fuel. Stella? The sounds are not nice. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Excuse me, what? Holy shit, Scarlet, you scare me. Yeah, cut it out. Ah, the sound. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You got to be kidding me. Stella, you okay? You don't look so good right now. You're just pranking us, right? No! Oh, no thanks. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have showed up here of all places. If you're taught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Is this father? Can I snap her out of it? You grab Stella by the shoulders, attempting to shake her from her trance, but you try to pull her shoulder. It's as if she's held back by invisible ropes. I don't wanna kill her. Step back. Take a step back, erring on the side of caution. Stella. I can't, it's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Western Front, and now I'm the only Scarlet left beside father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. What? Shut up! Shut up! Do you know that name? Tabitha tenses. Of course I do. She's our great grandmother. And Sarah knows that, but if this is some kind of possession, there's no way it's her ghost. Vardine died in the estate. There's no reason she would be haunting the annex. You should just get out of the town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go, please. What the fuck? Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. I'm going after Stella. Tries to yank your arm towards the entrance, but you push forward. Push forward the Nolitavitas grip in your arm as you follow the path through the thick foliage. There's a door. The two of you are met by a closed door standing in the middle of the garden's greenery. That's ominous. I'm gonna open the door. There's something bell ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you. That's again the domino curse. The door in front of you proceeds as figures unseen bang against it. The shade's figure from the garden sits in the corner. Is this thing? Ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, let this call go through. Taps her foot and waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... You didn't see that caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear that what I'm... Is cut off by the dial tone. Disconnected call. Great, she couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we are on our own. Who the fuck is this? It's Rosalina. Junior, pack your things quickly, hurry! Jesus, Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. God fucking damn it, what is this? Maybe we should run him out of the rail too, Mike. An example of the Wolf family. If I rush to the shade, what happens? Is the shadowy figure in the corner dictating the flow of events? I think it is. The last thing you're going to do is wait to find out. You plant your feet against the ground and launch yourself into the powerful tower. Only you don't actually go anywhere. It's suddenly as if the floor beneath you has become a treadmill. And oh, through your mind you find yourself comically running in place. What are you doing? I'm trying to deck the ghost. Oh. Finally stop embarrassing myself. Oh god, the fucking damn the noise! Please, he's only a child. We live peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should they give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? God fucking damn, my boy didn't have the time, that kind of luxury. Because it's showing us its memory, isn't it? It's trying to communicate with us. If she weren't possessed, Stella would love this so much. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the other are on their way. Better hurry, boy. Or you and your little dolls might get burned up. And I cannot read because I'm a little bit unsettled. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in the fine suitcase of yours? Booksmart. This room, the blinking lamp portrait on the wall might be a good place to start. Where is it? They're covering it right now. And the Picasso is probably emphasizing the place connection to the mines. You can have fun doing that with yourself. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in the big house. I'm sure a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I called the shots. Now get out, unless you wanna go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. What's missing story here? What more could there possibly be? We get it, Ghost. You have a trauma, but I've got some news for you. We all have trauma, and most of us don't use it as an excuse to trap people in some sorts of psychedelic funhouse. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than this. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with the dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Are we still away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room? What the fuck is going on? That's the lamb here. As they depart in front of the doorstep, standing on door is beckoning white void. Why in the hell? We both died and we're in hell. Who did you call? Friend of my family. Not that it matters though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Your guess is good as mine. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we do now? What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we are not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the show mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. There are so many ditchlings here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. You're right, there's only one way to get to the end, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up the door. The pumpkin door used to stand and step into the void. We are tripping balls right here, you know? We're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massively in the painted sky. The night falls thick and warm, and the insects lively. The thing is still here. God damn it. And the ditchlings. What the fuck is going on? They're unnaturally teeny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of the pond. It's like, it's really very, very Twin Peaksy, if I may say. What matching words do I have to say to get out to get you to let us go? I'm sorry, okay? Whatever my family did to piss you off so much, I'm sorry. Enough! You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? So, because I like Stella, and because I'm trying to, like, eat on her, and she was possessed by Miss Edwardine, she's saying that I like her? I don't want to play along with the ghost. God damn it. It must be after Garden and after the collapse. That's exactly what I was thinking. This has to be after he met back up with Everdeen. Wait, what am I doing? I refuse to get invested in figuring out this weird little puzzle. Nah, the sound. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? What the fuck is So, Edwardine and Charlie, let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name was not Charles. Ah, shit. I'm sure by now you've realized that the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for the lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. I read something about Enoch in the books in the library in episode 2. It was like one of our ancestors, like the founder, I think. Even if you dragged her over to town limits, his hold over her will make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just thinking of what happened to your poor mother and father, do you want that to be the two of you? What do you know about Enoch? Our great-great-grandfather, he was in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking. Why wouldn't I want to be like my parents? I think you know why. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else. bold enough to step foot aside the holler. Kanika mimes adding you something through their empty hand. Everything you need to do is on the map. What about the misfortune? Thank you. I should do as you say. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tavita sighs. Okay, let's find a way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you, sweating, suffocating flesh with a tinge of saccharine and stomach-crunching scent of decay. Is there a body? It's Wayne? The actual fuck? There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the Resonant clearly doesn't want me here. The Resonant? What the fuck is it? It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. What's going on? Did it just crash the ditchling? Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Talk? Let's figure this out. Don't talk to it. Let Angela speak. I'm no Emily. Don't listen to it either. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragging me into, Angela. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble? But that girl won't let you, will she, Stella? Is that her name? Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon. If she makes it out alive. What's for the underbrush desperate pulling you along? Stella? No, what's he gonna do? We can't think about that right now. We have to focus on getting out of here. I'm sure everything will go back to normal and everyone will be fine once we can. Is that thing got in? There must be a way out. Come on, we gotta keep going. It really feels like watching an episode of Twin Peaks. God fucking damn it. The two of you step out of the brush into the long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Sir, a figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I say it now. And the thing is even closer now. Jesus fucking. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in the center, looking pitifully small. What the hell is going on here? I'm sorry, boy. Sorry, let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry, those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. Don't need much explaining, but what's up with all the rails? Yeah, because this guy is like a drunk, you know? Oscar, I'm so sorry. It's okay, I forgive you. This looks especially painful, like on an emotional level. Even if everyone else could understand what we were saying, I wonder if he can even hear us. Damn, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit! Is something on your mind? It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just a fact. What you have been told? It's in the these sounds are very unsettling. It's in the history books. It's a fact. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, what the fuck is this? Point a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand still. Yeah, he's a drunk. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with the history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there, tell people the truth, try to find a proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Damn it, Boyd, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very last show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. Oh, this stuff! Watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattled pile of bottoms with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left the bed, leaving you to follow. There's no other exit, just... Oh, it's so close. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sides off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison looms over both all of it and all of you. That's Avery. Climb up the trailings again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. Non written or off, I won't tell the old man. Though you gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful, or you don't want him putting you in early grave. Thanks for pointers. No, not one of the brothers. I'm a prisoner, another victim of the Scarlet Slice, like you, Charles Shaw. The castle, the god knight, the unicorn. The unicorn are the estate, Charles Jr. and Edward Dean, I'm guessing, but that's definitely not her behind those bars. No, definitely not. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little tastes bore fruit. And oh, will you ever be in trouble where the old man finds out? Tabitha's eye go wide. But if this is the estate, is there a room with bars on the window? Maybe it's on the forbidden hole, because there is a hole that we cannot go to. Shh, let it talk. I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the doors just fine. Yeah. This is the locked door in the estate, I think. The one we cannot go through. We are about to open it. I wonder what's beyond it. The world around you squares, and you and Tabitha find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. The thing is here, and there are teachlings. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell how much of this is real and how much is a metaphor. Stop talking. Oh shit, I skipped that dialogue. That's not yet I... Where is Avery? I don't see him. Is he beyond the door? That's not what I invited you for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Why should I leave? This guy has nobody to blame but himself. You hear that, Ghost? You were given every warning. You could have just left. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far as away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? I'm guessing he doesn't do that. Yeah. In which case this Charlie guy has nobody to blame but himself. Hear that, Ghost? You had every warning. You could have just left. Oh, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Who's the witch now? Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Oh, god damn it. Stella? Stella. Eddie? What the hell is going on? Eddie, I'm so happy to see you. How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. You feel sick? I feel sick. The whole time I've been here. What's the deal with their room? You heard what it said. It was some kind of prison. Why are you asking me like I know? Let's just keep going. Come on. The quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of the ghost place, hopefully. You went a bit of work after Stella into the darkness. Oh god. I'm really like I can't. It's a freaking trip. You and your cousin find yourself couched under the large table. Stella, there is the thing extremely close. What the hell is this? Says through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. So there are these feet. I don't know how, but this feels much worse than the last room. They are so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Neither of them ever left the shadow of their parents, did they? I guess not. I don't think either Charlie or Eddie really got what they wanted out of life. It doesn't justify what this ghost is doing, though. I try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know? You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Maybe you can come with me and we can both avoid the horrible things that are going to happen to this town. A traveling show? You want me there too? Oh, could we go to town along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Tell them what we know. Me too. Stay lost. Thank you, Charlie. I always wanted to see the ocean. Who these feet belong to? They're not saying anything, but it's very unsettling. Oh my fucking god, what is this? What is this? What's in the trapdoor? We are the final performers, aren't we? We must be. Which one of us is going to open the door? I'm scared. Well, I'm not. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. A stove from behind to tumble through the hatch. Another one! Goten wolves! It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means that's so Paddy. Whatever it is that you did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? It's Eddie? The dude? Oh god, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin waves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Enoch died nearly 8 years ago. Does it matter what he did? Does it even matter if he framed Charlie's show? At this point, who's left to be hurt by any of the... This is Charlie's show. What now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Yes, whatever the Scarlet did, I repent. You must answer for the crimes committed by your Scarlet Blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask for is some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No. It is absolutely not fair. You gotta be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! You're on trial, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. If you're putting us on trial, you need to give us a chance to present our case. I played a lot of vice attorney, I know what I'm doing. Objection! Yeah, we have rights, you know. I take it you have a plan then? Your plea is met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. For all the focus on the call, I didn't understand that she was pregnant, eh? Or maybe the child that we were talking to in the second, like, room with the door. For all your focus on the collapse and your death, have you forgotten about Eddie's pregnancy? We are not just, we might be Shaws. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? We can help Ashley right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let us go. Why should the sins of our forefathers be passed on to us, where Charles Short's sins passed on to you? In life, did you want to punish Edwardine and Enoch, or did you want to move on and build a brighter future together? The jury box is pulled away as you and Tabitha are brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. Oh my god! You hated the way your father destroyed your family. Don't become in death what you despise so much in life. Oh, this is so bad. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. They're going to find out the truth of what happened to you and Daddy and your child. Charlie, yeah. You can finally rest because your burdens are... Oh god, they should fix this. We're gonna help you find peace. Your child, you can finally rest because your burdens are now ours. Silence. We're gonna help him to find out what happens. We're gonna help him to find out what happened. Sorry for the silence, but I'm actually scared that shit is gonna go down still, so... But it seems like the... Let's say the... How is it called? The ghost dimension is fading away, so... We appease the ghosts by telling them, don't worry, we are gonna help you. This whole town has been built by the Scarlet. I think the Scarlet... Why am I feeling like crying now? God damn it. And then... Oh yes! The haunted tournament! I got the... The achievement is amazing! And then everything fades to black. Sibyl. Oh my god. This really made me sad. You and Tabitha come into in the basement. A mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen. Though Sibyl remains standing on the stairwell if she's been patiently waiting for you to get up. Ah, the spirit is gone and the two of you are back, and both of you are whole. I have to admit that this is quite an unexpected outcome. Excellent work, Angela. Thank you. I hope you don't mind, but I took advantage of the distraction to free everyone else. They're all outside. Take all the time you need to collect yourselves. I'll see you out there. CB leads up to the stairs, leaving you and Tabitha alone in the basement. So that actually worked. I played Phoenix Wright, girl. I knew what I was doing. I got to stop picking fights with you. Investigate that shallow ground. Before you go, I didn't even look at the other options because I want to find the door. In the middle of the room, Tabitha follows close behind and you watches you dig. Oh, here he is. Shit. Poor man. He just wanted to be happy with Edward Dean. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. He looks so small. What do we do about the body? I think we should bury him. He's gone, right? We can just leave it here and forget this ever happened. That means a lot. Yeah, whatever. Let's just get out of here, okay? You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. Finally, we're out of the fun house. Let's call it fun house. I'm gonna go waiting by the car. The last thing I've wanted to do after all is talk to people. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down to the road. How were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be good to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. I'm gonna drink some water. I don't have tea, but I'm gonna need some tea after this. Mom, this is no time for tea, Jesus. The girl's lost a leg. She needs real medication. Your medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is not different than what Dr. Telly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure you have that much of a grasp on the real and unreal? Hey, Daddy. Angela, is it really gone? Well, Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone. I wanna use this. Payment skills. Real humble, but thanks. I can't believe you actually got us out of there. That's incredible. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. To think the ghosts are actually real, Stella got to be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where is Stella? Is there? She's standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. Which, like, fair, that'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. I'm going to check with her. Hey girl, what's up? Oh, hey Angela. I'm so sorry I couldn't get out of here there sooner. I'm so sorry, Angela. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? Oh. She hurries off down the road. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Stella, she's a strong girl. She's had to grapple with a lot of turmoil in her life. She can handle on an evening like this. Although you should be taking after her now. To be honest, you've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you and Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. There was another carving in there. I wonder if those things are tied to everything that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is coincidence, but two of them, one back-to-back nights. And if you and Stella are right and there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? Let's talk about Wayne. Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling, yeah. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella smart, hopefully she'll be okay. There was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble Angela for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Were you all cautious the whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Though no one of them technically gave any of their years away, you can see how exhausted they are. Owen settled. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Sibyl showed up and snapped us out of it. You didn't know. Nobody knew. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. What did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You shouldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost into our house. This is not on you. You know, you have both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed and everything is worked out. Things start getting better from here on. Should I? You're supposed to be. No idea. The words just came out. There was no contest, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things I felt. I didn't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. I'm gonna go back to Tabitha. I should go back inside. I'm starting to get chilly out. And there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger. Let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you all of you again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow, Angela. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Cool. Kanika weirdly tricks to the general store. Before I go, no your harm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat, and this is gonna be episode 4 for sure. I'll see you then, Angela. Sibyl leaves you and catches up to her daughter. I guess it's just the two of us now. Do you regret coming along with us tonight? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, but it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. I guess you got some shared trauma. Every chuckles, then grabs us the ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. And knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I better go back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. Go back to the estate. The redback is quiet, but not tense. Tabitha looks lost in thoughts as her glazed eyes stare at the winding mountain road. Ghost, thanks for coming along tonight. This would have been a lot worse without you. I'd say that someone had to be there to watch your back, but I guess you wound up handling everything just by yourself. Do you trust me now? More than I trusted you an hour ago, at least. So I guess ghosts are real. Yeah, I guess so. How do you feel about that? The same as I felt before we went into the house. You'd be surprised how quickly people adjust to terrible realities. It's true. I'd much rather move on from what happened tonight than make a big deal out of it. And I'm sure most of your little friends feel the same way. See, you did a good job tonight. I'm almost proud to call you my cousin. You slide back into the silence and the car makes its way back to the state. Okay. You're back inside after the events of this evening. The howling winds and the aesthetic cracks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. I still can't believe we all made it out in one piece. How did you know to call Sybil? Who else would I have called? The cops? I believe you have seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm sure you have heard that old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it'd be her, right? Now that we needed the help, apparently, but how was I supposed to know you were able to just talk a ghost into submission? Haha! Do you think Stella's going to be okay? Like emotionally, she wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. She's a pest, and like all pests, she has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. Can we talk about Wayne now? Here we go. Do you think he's actually going to hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. And I don't know if you have noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. Why is he all gross? He's sick or something. Probably part of why he is such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule it out, so don't go near him. You don't want me to talk to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. Why is he following me? He's a creep stalking his ex's cousin. Oh, so you were really together. The rumors were true. All the more reason to not talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Did you kill him? He's obviously not dead, so no. Also, thanks for accusing me of murder. Love that. I see. That's great. Now you're really scared. Let this be a lesson to you, Angela. Alright, I think it's time for me to turn in. That's a good idea. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all. And then the bus comes. So we're gonna have 7 episodes of this game. The Abby Howard said on Twitter she was working on episode 4 and 5, so... I would like to stay in touch after all this is done. We have both got plenty of time to think that over. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family musty cover. Before your thoughts can drift away, the nightmarish recollection of your past, your phone buzzes in the nightstand. It's Stella! Hey, sorry I ran off earlier, and I got an achievement lifeline. Hey, sorry if I ran off earlier. Wound up in really bad dead space. I care about you so much. Just need some time to get to handle things. Sorry. Can I call her? I'm gonna call her. Okay. I'm here if you need me. You put your phone back to 9%. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, but disaster still looms over the town of Scarlet Hollow. Still, tonight was a good night, and you fall asleep with a gentle, well-earned smile on your face. That was Scarlet Hollow, episode 3. Wow, what a freaky roller coaster, man. I really enjoyed it so much. Abby Howard is such a good storyteller, and the game is just so good. I really look forward to playing the next one. She said that she's already working on it, so I really cannot wait. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you next time. Bye.